A Chicago neighborhood has just been named one of the coolest in the world.
Yeah, the community of Avondale in Chicago has been ranked the world's 5th coolest neighborhood by Time Out. In fact, it ranked higher than New York, Austin, or Miami neighborhoods. Avondale is nicknamed Bricktown for its historic brickyards and houses and an eclectic mix of charming two-flats and bungalows. Time Out named Avondale the 16th coolest in the world in 2022. The winner of the #1 spot is a town called Jimbocho in Tokyo. So joining us now to give a little more insight into why Avondale is so cool is reporter Ariel Perella with Block Club.
Thanks for being here.
Hello, thank you for having me.
So I want to know the history of Avondale. I'm joking. I want to know why you believe that it is great that they chose Avondale and ranked it so high.
Well, as a resident as well as covering Avondale, I do live here, and I would say this news is not surprising to many of us. I think we have everything. We have a little bit of all of the shops. We got the transportation. We got some bike lanes. We have some green. I mean, a little bit everything there that, of course, attracts a lot of folks. And recently, we've seen a lot of new businesses in the last couple of years. Milwaukee is a great example. There were a lot of vacant storefronts, and a lot of community effort went into re-beautifying the area and bringing a lot of newer businesses there. I think that this is showing like the times of change, and also a lot of people do want to move here. It has a little bit of lower housing prices than some other nearby neighborhoods, and a lot of quick changes, but also the history is still very much intact.
It's hard to say. I mean, it's not that it's up and coming, because in the past, Logan Square, Hyde Park, Uptown were voted some of the coolest. Now it's Avondale. You mentioned people moving there. So the prices have not gotten to that level that we have seen in like the West Loop and the South Loop growing. Do you think affordability has a lot to do with it?
I do. I think we will see some of those similar trends. A lot of folks in my community, and I'm sure you've heard this, but you move up the Blue Line, and with that migration comes higher housing prices. And I think that is something that we're all contending with. So while yes, Avondale is wonderful and has so much to offer, affordability is definitely top of mind as well.
So tell us some of the main roads there that people would know, and some of the restaurants and coffee shops that you love there.
All right. Well, I mentioned earlier Milwaukee. It's the main thoroughfare through much of the Northwest Side. You'll see me biking there probably every day. I also bike on Belmont. We got Kimball. We got Kedzie. There are so many places, so it's hard to pick, but I love working out of Sipping Turtle at Milwaukee and Central Park. Ooh. And Avondale did just get a new coffee shop by Metric Coffee called Millie by Metric. It has had packed lines for about 2 weeks now, which is amazing. So let's see, where else do I like to go? Well, I do love Stara Polska, which is the long-standing Polish restaurant there, too.
Yeah, because let's talk about some of the culture there, because is it heavily one predominant culture versus another? Is there a nice mix? How do you describe that?
Well, I would say historically, it's a very Polish neighborhood. Over time, a lot of Poles have moved away, although there is still a lot of Polish culture here. And it's also a very Mexican culture and neighborhood. And so there are actually some native Avondale folks who have started to showcase their culture and also kind of bring in some newness that still keeps their Mexican roots and Polish roots. And that's been really fun to see. So it's a mix of those two. But I think for the majority of folks, people associate Avondale with Polish culture, and got still a lot of great churches and Polish sausage places in the neighborhood.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but what are some of the best stories you've covered working for Block Club Chicago in that area?
Oh, wow. So many.
I know, it's always hard when people ask your favorite story, right?
Not what I said earlier, but like a lot of the new businesses, coffee shops, especially because these are folks who are from the area and want to give back to their community. And so seeing like their pride and their dream come to realization and fruition after a lot of time is very exciting. Those are ones that come to mind. And I also recently wrote about this new market in Avondale called Moody's, which kind of combines like family dinners with a mini market to go and vintage. And it's just nice to see like creative ways that people can bring new businesses to the area.
Well, I just have to say, you've talked it up so well. The people are watching, and it's not that crowded yet, but now you may be convincing people to move there, and you're going to say, why did I do this?
The secret's out.
Exactly.
Secret's out, or it's been there. If you know, you know.
That's right. Thanks, Ariel. Nice to talk to you.
You too. Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks.